Consistency beats talent. This phrase suggests that dedication and sustained effort are often more effective at achieving long-term success than solely relying on innate ability or natural talent. Now, don't get me wrong, natural talent will definitely give you an advantage at the beginning, but it's that consistent effort, even in the face of challenge or obstacles, that ultimately leads to learning and progression and will set you up for long-term success. You know, success is defined differently by all of us, but consistency is, I think, a magic sauce, a secret ingredient. Why is consistency so powerful? One reason, and this is something that I'm experiencing, is that consistency really builds momentum. You know, I'm finding that every time I show up for myself, every time I get back at it, even if I fall off the horse, so to speak, every time I come back to it, I feel a little bit more excited about showing up. And it's not new for me, but it's hitting me in a different way. You know, showing up for myself in this YouTube channel and being such a newbie and a beginner, it's transitioned from feeling constantly nervous to feeling excited and motivated, and recognizing that I'm definitely taking these baby steps to learn new things and to get better and to progress. Consistency also, it helps me build habits. You know, it helps form these patterns. It helps break some old patterns of quitting or giving up, you know, when things get challenging. But it helps build habits as well, because the more I do it and the more I show up for myself, the better I feel. And like I said, it gets me excited. It gets me, you know, ready and just excited about going forward and keeping at it. Something else that consistency it absolutely helps with is just skill building. You know, I've got a long ways to go, but every time I do a video and every time I consider or reflect upon what did I like about that, what did I not like about that, or you know, how was I expressing myself and how was I presenting and showing up, right? It's those little things that just begin to take on up leveling, right? And you take the steps and just keep at it. Consistency also is, I would say, a really good way to boost confidence. That's not something that I maybe initially would have associated with consistency, but again, I have found that the more I'm repeatedly showing up for myself and putting myself out there, I feel more able to do it, right? I feel more confident about doing new things and doing things that I know I might not be great at yet, but practice makes perfect, right? Perfection is not necessarily the goal, but the practice and the repetition and the personal engagement in my self-evolution. I mean, there's nothing like being consistent and showing up for yourself and then reaping the rewards of those feelings of confidence and just being excited about doing new things, right? And, you know, one other thing that consistency helps with, I think, is just kind of creating a solid foundation. You know, we all have to start somewhere when we're learning something new, and the more we show up and the more we are willing to do the thing and be there for ourselves and keep our commitments to ourselves, give our word meaning, we're really laying strong foundations for everything else that comes after this point. So consistency is something that I'm not sure I would think that I would talk about because I haven't been the most consistent person in other ventures that I've done. But this time feels different. And so far, I have proven myself correct that consistency can be learned, it can be practiced, and it absolutely can help us get better at pretty much anything that we want to get better with. So here I am being consistent and busting the myth that I couldn't be, and I will see you again tomorrow.